Derek LeBlanc, that's you, sir?
Yes, sir, it is.
And Ms. Moore is here from the DA's office, and the probation office is here. You've been on probation now for, let's see, looks like we placed you on probation September of last year, and this is 6 months has gone by, correct? And was this part of a result of this administrative hearing in January?
Yes, sir. We requested a judicial review before the court.
And you were to provide medical documentation relating to your so-called pain management disability. And you failed to provide that. Did you ever get it to them?
They're supposed to have faxed it over to them.
Did you ever get it to them?
I'm not sure.
They, who's they?
Dr. Craig Charleston
Well,
office.
at the end of the day, he's not going to get revoked and go to prison. You would be responsible for that. So I would make sure that that was done. Was it?
No, sir.
It wasn't. See,
Yes.
so you can't say, well, it's the doctor's fault. These are your records. You go to the doctor's office. You sit there and say, I need a copy of my records. And you may even have to pay something for the copies. But that's your responsibility.
Yes, sir.
It's not the doctor's, really. They're busy on a million other patients.
Yes, I understand.
And so you've got to work with the staff there to get that. But that was, let's see, that was requested in January. Where are we now?
March.
Yeah, that's 2 months later.
Yes. I was under the impression he did send it.
Well, you need to follow it up. It's your responsibility, not mine,
Yes.
or the probation or the DA's office. It's yours. Your life. We're not going to be the ones getting revoked and going to prison. You would.
Yes.
That's something that I would keep me awake at night thinking, oh, did I dot my I's and cross my T's? Next was, during the previous administrative hearing, you also tested positive for cocaine, and you reported that your last use was 4 days prior. Is that right? In January. You also tested positive for cocaine during the administrative hearing on this day in January. Can you explain that?
I did go out and use, and
Why?
I've been dealing with some depression from my mother.
Well, welcome to all of us.
Yes.
We all get good times and bad times, but we don't go to the crack dealer to get help.
Right.
That's a crime on my watch, on your responsibility. That's 2.
And Your Honor, since then, he's tested positive for cocaine 2 more times.
The last time, I believe, Judge, was just March 9th.
Last Monday. Yes, sir.
Also, you've been ordered to pay restitution in the amount of $1,566.54 to the victim here. And how's that going?
Well,
How's that going?
it's not going, Your Honor.
Have you paid one thin dime?
I couldn't have.
Have you paid 1 penny?
No, sir. I just recently got my job back.
Oh, are they giving away crack cocaine out in the field?
No, they wasn't.
Or you want, what do you have, a loan
No.
with them?
Oh,
No,
no.
you're having to pay them for the cocaine, but you're not paying the court-ordered restitution. I don't remember anything about a court order about paying your cocaine dealer first. Shame on you. You've got victimization. You hadn't spent one time for that. You're not providing the medical documentation like you were supposed to for that. You're not paying restitution because you're buying your cocaine illegally. And every time you use cocaine, it is a, number 1, crime. Number 2, it's a violation of probation. What about community service?
Nothing has been reported or completed through the department.
Not one moment
Yes, sir.
of community service. And there was supposed to be a theft prevention course that you were supposed to complete. Did you ever enroll in that?
No, sir. I haven't.
Okay. All right. If you were in school, you get a 0, an F, you fail.
Yes.
Motion to revoke probation needs to be filed.
Yes, sir.
What do we do with him right now? We test you right now. Are you going to test positive or negative for cocaine?
Positive.
Okay, we're going to test him, and you're going to be arrested immediately. You're not leaving him.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, he's never served any time related to this case, so he still is eligible to serve up to 180 days in county jail.
I think it's,
I served 5.5 months on that case.
As a condition of probation, he's never served any sanctioned time in the county jail.
well, the problem is you're not leaving here with all of this mess. This is a mess.
It is. It truly is a
And-
mess.
Well, I thought we dealt with this earlier when we placed you on probation. You made promises that you have not kept.
I made a whole bunch of promises. I wasn't even guilty of the crime, but I signed took the case anyway, Your Honor.
Hold on.
Yeah. I know. I know. Yeah.
What am I about to do?
That I wasn't coerced or anything, that I admitted to.
No, it's even worse than that.
Is this what you're looking for, Judge?
No, the plea vouching that he signed when he entered the plea deal.
This is a portion of it, Judge, that probation has in their file with his signature on it.
Yeah. Okay. This is a copy of the documents that were made based upon your plea hearing when you entered your plea here in, I guess it was September. And among other things is something that I highlighted. And I'm going to ask you to read the yellow highlight. Thank you. This was after you were sworn in to tell the truth during the proceedings, during the plea proceedings, keeping in mind what your statement was a few moments ago that you weren't even guilty of this crime. Read that.
It said, I am guilty of the offense and of all, at least including the offenses charges against me in this case. I swear that all the foregoing, as well as the testimony I gave, is the truth, as God, so God help me. Sworn to and subscribed to before by the defendant on this date. I hereby certify that the thumbprint shown below and on the docket sheet and on the community supervisor's orders that are the defendant in this case.
That's you.
Yes.
Okay. So what you've just said, among other things, let's see, we've got, you hadn't paid any restitution as you were ordered to.
I went to jail first day report.
You're going to interrupt the court? I'll let you speak in a minute.
Yes.
We can add that. You're rude and interrupting. That's not what you do when people are in the middle of a sentence. You'll have a chance to
I
talk.
apologize.
No restitution has been paid. You failed to perform community service. You failed to enroll in the theft prevention programs. You have, on your own admission, consistently been using cocaine and testing positive since you've been placed on probation. And you volunteered, I'm not even guilty of this crime. Although under oath, you stated, I am guilty of the offense and all lesser included offenses charged in this case. I swear all of this is true, so help me God. So are you telling me that you committed perjury as well when you pleaded guilty under oath? That's yes or no?
No.
So you just lied to me a few minutes ago then?
Yes.
Oh, where to begin on this mess, huh? We're going to test, and you say you're going to test positive, but I want that formalized with a test. And if you test positive, what we're going to do is you will be taken into custody immediately. I'm not going to let you amble about town with drugs in your system. And the motion needs to be prepared to revoke the probation, alleging those different grounds that we've addressed: no restitution, a consistent use of cocaine, failing to perform community service hours, failing to enroll in theft prevention, and perjury. Well, you're stating after you admitted perjury, you're now changing your story and saying you just lied to me instead, which is not the right thing to do, but it's certainly not perjury. But you shouldn't lie to the judge who's directing your supervision. But you did. You're stating, is this your final answer on this? You are stating that when you pleaded guilty and were placed on probation, you truthfully admitted to guilt.
Yes.
All right, that's clear. Do you see when we were young, what was it? When we were kids, we learned the little rhyme like story, what a tangled web we weave when first we try to deceive. You start telling one story and then it gets you caught in another story and another story, and then you're just overwhelmed. You don't know where to stop. You don't know where to fix, what to fix, because you've made so many false statements trying to concoct a story. Live honestly, harm no one, give each person respect. That's all you have to do, to follow all the rules. I can go down to 3 things. I wish some wise man came up with that 2,000 years ago, but that summarizes everything. Anyway, sit over there and I'm going to test you here in a minute. But you were in custody, placed in custody. Your probation is your freedom on probation is revoked. This court can order you to serve up to 180 days in the county jail, and at this time, I'm ordering you to jail for upfront time as a modification of your probation, which might result in a worse situation for you in the next few days when the motion to revoke probation comes out, and then we have a hearing on that. But until the hearing on the motion to revoke probation, you are ordered as a condition of your probation until such time as it may be revoked, you are ordered to go to jail up to 180 days. But we will resolve this before the end of that. And I think I've made findings that support what we are allowed to do. And we're going to need to bring a jury in a few minutes, but you're going to be taken into custody, Mr. LeBlanc, and then they're going to test you and we'll see where that works. But you're going to be undergoing and fulfilling a condition of probation that I've just ordered as upfront jail time up to 180 days as a condition of your probation. And then we'll address what happens after I get the results of this drug test. Okay? All right. Those are the orders of the court. You're placed in the back. Thank you.